Baker Mayfield was named the Browns' backup quarterback. And many people were critical of Baker Mayfield. They compared Baker Mayfield to Sam Darnold. Remember, Sam Darnold is starting week 1. People said, Sam is starting week 1. Sam Darnold beat out Teddy Bridgewater. The Jets changed their plan. Why can't Baker Mayfield beat out Tyrod Taylor, huh? Clearly, Baker Mayfield doesn't have it. And then people said, 2 years ago, the Eagles had Sam Bradford, but then Carson Wentz was so good, they decided, we got to start Carson Wentz day 1. Many people are saying Baker Mayfield is not a number 1 pick. They are critical of Baker Mayfield. People are saying if Baker Mayfield was good enough to be a number 1 pick, he should start day 1. Okay, well, first of all, I would counter that by saying, 2 years ago, Jared Goff was a number 1 overall pick. He didn't play week 1. Look how that worked out. The Rams, his team, are now a Super Bowl favorite this year. So, not all number 1 picks have to start day 1 at quarterback. Now, I got to first say, I would have drafted Sam Darnold. If I was the Browns, I would have drafted Sam Darnold number 1 overall. I've met him, trained with him, great guy, best quarterback in the draft. He's an elite quarterback. But just because I would have drafted Sam Darnold, just because Sam Darnold might be the best quarterback in the NFL draft class, that does not mean Baker Mayfield is suddenly a bum who can't play. This criticism is ridiculous. I want to defend Baker Mayfield here. All along, since day 1, the Browns have been incredibly consistent with their message. The Browns, since day 1, have said Baker Mayfield will not start week 1. And it's just funny to me. The Browns follow their plan. They said, we're not going to start him, and they are not going to start him. And now people suddenly are freaking out. People who are not fans of Baker Mayfield, people who don't like Baker Mayfield, are using Baker Mayfield not starting week 1 as evidence that he sucks and he's not any good. Again, all along, the Browns have said he's not going to start week 1. The Browns do it, and everybody freaks out. They've been nothing but consistent. They said they are doing exactly what they said they would. Why are people freaking out? Why are people surprised by this? Why are people reading into it? I don't understand. Here's why I think Baker Mayfield isn't starting week 1 for the Cleveland Browns. A, look, clearly Tyrod Taylor's a good quarterback. Not great, but he's good. He's Andy Dalton. He's middle of the road. He's solid. But do you remember the history for the Cleveland Browns at quarterback? Last year, the Browns played Deshaun Kaiser week 1. Too early, wasn't ready to start. They probably ruined him. He'll probably never be a great NFL quarterback. Or let's look at the history of the Browns drafting quarterbacks, playing them early. Johnny Manziel was a bust. Kevin Hogan didn't work out. Colt McCoy, Brandon Weeden, guys didn't work out repeatedly. Brady Quinn, the Browns have drafted quarterbacks in the first round that haven't worked out. I think the Browns are sitting there thinking, let's just not screw this up. We have an ugly history with rookie quarterbacks. Let's not screw it up this time. Tyrod Taylor's solid. And there's no rush to play Baker Mayfield. This has been the plan all along. I don't know why commentators are suddenly going, whoa, this says so much about Baker Mayfield. No, it doesn't. The Browns are doing what they've said they would do from day 1. Baker Mayfield was never going to start week 1 for the Browns. Don't read too much into it. It can't hurt him to sit and learn. That is what I believe. Don't overreact to the fact that Baker Mayfield was named the backup quarterback. Yeah, he was always going to be the backup quarterback. So, not a shocker. Not surprising. Doesn't say a lot about Baker Mayfield. Doesn't mean he shouldn't have been the number 1 pick. Again, I would have picked Sam Darnold. But just because Baker Mayfield isn't starting week 1, that doesn't suddenly make him a bum who's a terrible quarterback who can't play. I don't know. People who don't like Baker Mayfield, your bias is showing. You're using this as evidence to fit the narrative you want to push about Baker Mayfield. That's how I see it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my show, Strong Opinion Sports. It's my pride and joy. I'm very proud of it. If you're new to Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, or you can find more shorter breakout videos like the one you just watched. And if you like what I had to say, maybe you hate what I had to say, share this with your friends. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about the show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Have a great day.